Hi guys, welcome back to my channel or welcome. In today's video I'm going to share how I made this ruffled skirt, so please watch till the end and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So I have my pattern which I drew on my lining, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold my actual fabric into two, and I'm going to cut the front pattern out first. I'm just going to place my lining on the fabric and I'm going to cut out. If you need a tutorial on how I made this pattern, please check the description box as well as the pinned comments. I'm going to link it down there. I'm setting my front panel aside and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the back panel at the back of our skirt. I'm just folding the fabric into two again, then I'm going to grab in my black lining and I'm going to be cutting it just the way you can see it. The next thing to do is to grab our lining, and I'm going to be taking 1 inch from the hemline. Remember we added 1.5 inch on the hemline of our skirt from the pattern drafting, so I'm taking 1 out of that, and the reason for this is so that our skirt aligns very well, so that our lining is not peeping out of the main fabric. Mind you, this 1 inch I'm taking out, I'm not going to take it out of the main fabric, I'm only taking it out of the lining. So once I draw this, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to repeat this for the front as well. So guys, it is time to sew our skirt, and I'm just going to go ahead and place the lining on the actual fabric, and as I place it, you're going to see that 1 inch, that line on the hemline. That's fine. So I'm going to move the hemline of the lining towards the hemline of the actual fabric, and I'm going to sew. Once I'm done sewing, this is what I have, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull the waistline to meet the top waistline. That space that we can see now, I'm going to pull it towards it like that, and I'm going to sew the sides of the skirt. Once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and turn the skirt, and I'm going to give it a good press. I'm going to iron it. So guys, I believe this step is pretty simple. Just what I did for the front is what I'm going to repeat for the back. You can see that 1 inch that we cut from the lining earlier. You can see how it is forming on our front pattern, on our front skirt. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the back part of our skirt just the way I did for the front. And yes guys, I'm back to show you the finished work. Next guys, I'm going to take my two back parts, the back part of my skirt, and I'm going to match them. Like you can see, I'm just going to use pins to secure the part that the zip is going to enter, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to grab my tape rule and I'm going to measure 1 inch from the waistline to the hip line to everywhere on the skirt. And once I'm done with this, I'm just going to sew. As I turn my skirt, you're going to notice a little bit of bulge, and that is just fine. This space is just to accommodate my butt and also to eliminate any kind of extra bulge that we're going to have in our skirt. So guys, what I did here was turn the back part over, and I gave it a good press just to make it align and make it nice and smooth. And I'm going to grab my front piece, my front part, and I'm going to take 1 inch from the middle part of the waist. Like you can see, I'm just going to connect it to the waistline, and I'm going to cut it. This is just to make the skirt balanced because of the board that we have at the back. If you don't cut this, your skirt is not going to align properly. So guys, this is what it looks like. You can see it has that kind of gradients. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, this looks fine. So guys, the next thing to do is to cut our ruffle, and for the width of my ruffle, for how wide it's going to be, I'm going to be using 8 inches, like you can see as I'm marking like this, and I'm going to be cutting out. Now for how long you want your ruffle to be before you gather, you can make it about twice of the length of your skirt. So you can see guys, I pretty much just cut it out, and once I'm done with this, I'm just going to pleat it on my skirt. So guys, I need to explain how I pleated it. As you can see, the front part of the ruffle is what is going to face the front part of my skirt. So when you're doing that, keep that in mind. Once I'm done pleating it like this, you can see what it looks like. I'm just going to turn the ruffle inside the skirt, and I'm going to place the back part of my skirt on this front part. And I'm going to mark my shape. Guys, if you go ahead and just mark your shape straight up, you're not going to get it. One is going to be bigger than the other. You're just going to be stressed. This is what you're going to do. Place your tape from that part of your skirt to the other part. You can see I got 22. Then I'm going to place that 22 on my hip part. I really hope you understand this. I'm going to place this 22 on my hip part. I'm pulling my hip part. As you can see, I'm going to take the entire measurement. Now you can see what I have. I think I have up to 44. So then when I get what I have, I can't really remember what I measured. Then I'm going to take what I'm going for. I'm going for like 38 inches or 38.5. So I'm going to mark what I'm going for. Then I'm going to measure the remaining measurements. If I have maybe 4, then I know that I'm dividing 4 into 4. If I have 6, I know that I'm dividing 6 into 4. And whatever I get is what I take as my allowance. I really hope you try this out. And I really hope you enjoy this video. I really hope this tutorial is very, very helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section and I'm going to answer you. I'm also going to do that for the waist and, the hemline of my skirt as well. But for the waist, I'm going to align the waist part together and I'm going to just take my seam allowance for my skirt. So once I'm done with this, I'm also going to attach my band. And guys, you guys, we have my skirts, my ruffled skirt. I really hope this video was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.